NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Here's James. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. They'll run on first down. Green. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. On second down, Green. And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. To throw on 3rd down. Fuller looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff looking right, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Off-play action. Fuller sliding out of the pocket. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking to throw. Fuller. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A big-time return there, 40 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position, 1st and 10. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
To throw on 2nd down. Parker over the middle, complete. It's Holland. Touchdown, Vikings. As his guys are in for 6. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's James. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Ohio!
On 1st down, Fuller. Throw left side, complete. It's James. And down he'll go at the 25. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Here we go! White 90! White 90!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fuller. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
We got three, fellas, we got 3.
On 1st down, Green. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd down, Fuller. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Let's get it. Tight end right. Hey. 4 down. 34, eyes on 34. Flex round. Ohio.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Tight right. 4 down. Kill. Flex round. Mike 50. Wow.
From the gun, Fuller throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make this a second down.
Ohio. Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is at 50. Check Mike 50. Flex round.
Back to throw. Fuller. James has got it. Complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Hey, 4 down. Go, Mike 50.
On 3rd and 2, Fuller. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. And that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Ohio.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Love the run right there, and when you analyzed him coming out of college, when you tried to put a grade on him, you saw the flashes while he was in school, but you didn't see the full production. You didn't see the finished product. He's a little bit raw, but you can see why people liked him. Those types of runs make you think there's plenty more there, and we'll see if that continues for him.
A first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. 1st and 10
Ohio.
right at the 20.
Ohio. Everyone's got 4 down. Ohio.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this one complete to Hankerson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Strong right. Strong right. 3 down. 3 down.
Operating from the gun. Fuller. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Daniil Hunter in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
3 down. Motion.
Flex round.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Alert. 3 down. Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
Come on, let's go. Red 38.
You go tight. You got tight right there. Hey.
Flex round.
From the gun, Fuller. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On now is Kai Forbath to try the field goal. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And Forbath will put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. That drive just seemed to go for an eternity. I could kind of hear our sponsors saying, hey, we need to get our product pushed here. But then it ends in a field goal.
Yeah, how about that? Not enough time for product placement, but plenty of time to get 3 points out of the deal. I know that the guys on defense, though, they wanted to get those products out there. They wanted to stop that drive, just were unable to do so.
And now out comes Minnesota. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Ohio.
Here's Parker on 1st and 10. He's going to let this one go deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Flex round! Flex round!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
On 2nd down now, Green. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
We got three, fellas, we got 3. Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
Operating from the gun, Fuller. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Parker throwing on 1st down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Let's go! Red 38! Red 38! Ohio! Ohio!
I'm trying to collect.
Motion!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to air one out. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Check. 3 down.
Ohio!
Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming. Check in.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fuller firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Packers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Ohio!
I got number 80.
Ohio!
Key to tight end.
Flex round!
Mike's 50.
Looking to throw. Fuller. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the... And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
This is taken at the 15. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10.
Flex round! Here we go! What? 90! What?
Parker now on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Wheeler. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. throwing on first down. Parker. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here we go. White 90. White 90.
Now Parker to throw again. Going up top. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
Flex round. Flex round.
To throw is Parker. To throw on 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. It's Wheeler. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Flex round. Flex round. Let's go. White 90. White 90. Cut.
Here's Parker on 1st and 10. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Ohio. Ohio.
Parker looking to throw on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Flex round. Flex round.
Parker now. From the gun, he'll throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play for the Vikings on 3rd down. And even 40 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
Let's go! Red 38!
From the gun, Parker. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They'll run on 1st down. Green gets it up past the 10 with a nice move. Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here we go! Red 38! Red 38!
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
To throw on 2nd down. Fuller. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 1st down, Green. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Here we go! Red 38! Red 38!
Hey!
Flex round! Flex round!
50's the mic.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right.
Here we go! White 90! White 90! Ohio! Ohio!
50. Check.
Off the play fake. Fuller. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Here we go! White 90! White 90!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
Now Parker, back to the air on second down. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season, and the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Carlson now to add the extra point. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hey, guys, check me out.
Flex round! Flex round!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fuller. And an alley to run. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Carlson on for the PAT. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Throwing after the interception. Fuller, they'll roll him out right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Cornelder, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard. And they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Let's go!
To throw is Parker. Throwing on first down.
Here I come again.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
Hot. That's it, baby. That's it. Big hit.
Flex round! Flex round!
3 down.
Ohio!
Here's Parker, operating from the gun. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Flex round!
58.
Flex round!
Parker From the gun, he'll throw. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. In for the score. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will extend this big lead.
Touchdown City, baby. Touchdown City.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10.
3 down, 3 down. You.
Flex round! Flex round!
Mike 50, Mike 50.
Ohio! Ohio!
Breathe. Don't let him breathe.
Ohio! Ohio! Cut!
Back to the air on 2nd down. Fuller. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Daniil Hunter in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
Let's go! Red 38! Red 38! Cut!
Operating from the gun. Fuller. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now.
Flex round! Flex round!
Parker now on 1st down. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So, boy, that's already the 3rd they burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the 4th quarter. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Let's go! What? 90!
To throw from his end zone. Parker. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. Here's Ryan Quigley now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Back now at Lambeau. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Hey, we got three down. Go ahead, baby. Go.
Ohio!
On first and 10, Fuller. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Ohio!
Three down. Odd.
Flex round!
Max 50.
Ohio!
It's gonna be a long day.
Ohio!
To throw on second down, Fuller. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. The Packers on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Let's go! Red 38!
Max 50.
Ohio!
Back to throw. Fuller throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a first down as well. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Tight is right. Watch tight. Tight is right.
They'll run on first down. Green. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Here we go! What? 90! What? 90!
Switch. Hey, Mike 50.
Looking to throw on second down. Fuller. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's James. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
We got three, fellas. We got three. Rush in. Shift.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. So that'll back them up 5. The delay of game backs them up 5, 1st and 15.
Ohio! 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 Ohio!
From the gun, Fuller. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A good pickup after the penalty, 12 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Flex round! Flex round!
Like 50. Ain't no such thing as
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
To throw on 2nd down, Fuller. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. As his guys are in for 6. And his guys are able to get a score back.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
right over there, right over there.
Ohio! Ohio!
Now Parker on 1st and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Andre Howell, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. It's them with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
Ohio!
That's correct.
Ohio!
Hey, check.
Ohio! Ohio!
Let's go. Motion, motion, motion. Check 31, check 31.
On 1st down, Fuller. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
3 down, 3 down.
Flex round! Flex round!
Go, go, go. Here we go, 50, 50.
Ohio! Ohio!
Deep.
Ohio! Ohio!
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fuller. Pass incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
I'm coming after you.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
On 3rd down, Fuller. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out, and no one wants to go back to those memories.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Andre Howe. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Three down.
Flex round! Flex round!
Rip left. Check. Hey,
Ohio!
Throwing on first down. Fuller. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
tight right.
Ohio!
Three down. Here we go. Motion.
Off play action. Fuller rolling to his right. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
The Packers on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Alert. Three down.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The Packers on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Hey, we got three down. Get him.
Ohio!
Operating from the gun. Fuller. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
And now out comes Minnesota. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment, and to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Touchdown, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
They go play action here on first down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Three down.
Off the play fake. Fuller. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. To throw on third down, Fuller. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Oh, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Flex round. Ohio. Ohio.
Hey, alert. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's to his running back, complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Flex round. Ohio. Ohio. Flex round. Flex round.
To throw is Parker. Throwing on first down. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Flex round. Flex round.
Here's Parker. Throwing again on second and 10. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
Flex round! Flex round!
Parker operating from the gun. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. On 1st and 10, Fuller. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And the return will stop right around the 25. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Vikings, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
you